Footnotes of 444. My summary of it will be called Dear Insightful Black Man. The celebrities in this. Yes.
Who wants that perfect love story anyway?
Okay, so Bay Tommy, he just saw the Footnotes of 444, and we both watched the full thing for the first time, and the first time ever I got him to shut up. I was like, it left him speechless. It's 11 minutes. It was like 11 minutes.
Yeah, probably about 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's 11 minutes of just a bunch of black celebrities, or just celebrities in general, just talking about love and life, and pretty much what the song 444 was all about. And it's on Tidal, the whole thing, and they kind of had it like in a documentary form, but I thought it was thought-provoking and very vulnerable. You know, Kendrick Lamar had something to say. They had
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. Jay-Z.
They had Chris Paul.
Yeah.
The guy that played off the movie
Moonlight?
No, his name, the guy that's called Ghost.
Oh yeah, off of Power.
Off of Power, yeah, they had Ghost. And
who else did they have? I said Kendrick Lamar already.
What's the comedian?
Chris Rock.
The comedian, the other comedian.
Oh, Will Smith.
No, the other kind.
Oh, the dude off of Get Out, the one that would play the security guard.
Yeah, he was on there giving his information, his intake on everything. But for me personally, I mean, we're men. Some men are taught differently. You know, depends on what age group you're in. You know, some people born in the 70s, some people born in the 60s, some people born in the 80s or the 90s. And you know, my mother always told me, you know, to respect ladies at all costs, no matter what the situation may be. Some men grew up in a household where they're seeing their father hitting on their mother or cheating on their mother, or, you know, so it you know, us as men, I'm not saying that we all are cheaters, but we are going to do something wrong in a relationship. But again, it's all about being open, being honest with that person. If you're going to do something like that, you got to think about, you know, your wife or your significant other, the thing that you're doing that's going to hurt them, that you're going to hurt the kids, you know. So, you know, men like us, sometimes we don't think, you know, we just act. And we thinking, okay, we're out there, we get what we want to get, but what actually are we getting out of it? You know, we got a woman at home that give us everything we want, but because we see something else we think that's more bright and more shining, we go out and make a mistake and do something that's wrong, and then we get caught, we regret it. So my intake on thing is, you know, just if you're going to do something wrong, if you're going to hurt someone, you're going to hurt your wife, by all means, just either get out of your relationship, get out of your marriage, because you're going to end up hurting more than just your wife. You're going to hurt your kids, then it goes trickle down to the family, and it's going to hurt friends. So if you're going to do something like that, you got to think twice before you do stuff like that. And Jay-Z was hurt. He hurt for all the things he did.
He definitely showed that in there.
I mean, he regret what he did, and of course he wrote a song about it, how he hurt his girl. So, I mean,
you know, it taught me that not anybody's safe. Nobody's safe from the challenges of a relationship. Everybody's going to have challenges, and men are vulnerable to make mistakes. And it was very insightful how they were so open and honest about their experience when it comes to their interpretations of love.
Yes. Us as men, we are really weak when it comes to the flesh. I hate to say it, but in the Bible, God say be fruitful, but you got to be fruitful the right way. I mean, you're going to be fruitful with your wife, you know, but I mean, we're human. We all make mistakes. It's all about what you do after that mistake. You can't be making the same mistake over and over and over again and
And
expecting it.
we're familiar with that type.
Yes,
We've been
yes. I will be
through.
honest. You know, I made some mistakes.
We've been through some things.
You know, I've been with my significant other for 8 years, been on it for 9, and you know, I've made some mistakes in our relationship, and you know, didn't know how to express it to at the time, but as time went on, we got the chance to talk to one another, got a chance to understand one another, and now you know, because our relationship was like long distance, and now that I've
We were long distance for like
many
several
years,
years.
several years, you know, so
Yeah.
I was the man that you know tried to close in the gap. Um, Came to Cleveland, and now a lot of them insecurities that we both have are kind of like dispersed now because we're closer now, and we share a lot of things. We talk, you know. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's been very difficult, and I know that I've been through a lot of the emotional ups and downs, and also just like they also talk about in there how women, they hold back, and as soon as a man like makes up his mind to uh get everything together, then they just be like, you know, I'm done with all the riffraff. I'm just completely done. But you know, I can say that our relationship had taught me that things can be reconciled, and you know, you can get through a lot together. Sometimes it can make a relationship stronger. And just to see celebrities actually talking about that and talk about the grief of loss and how painful it is, especially for a man, because you know it's hard to see that from a man. And they even spoke about that too, which one in the very beginning, I think that they spoke about how women think that men are supposed to be strong, and you know,
yes, I mean, we as men, we are emotional too. We are all emotional human beings. We have feelings, but sometimes, you know, women feel like the man is supposed to be.
we almost feel like you all are invincible.
Yeah, we're supposed to be hard, and we don't supposed to show no feelings and no emotions, but
Yeah.
that's not true. You know, we do have feelings. Our feelings can be hurt. We want to be loved just like y'all want to be loved, but you know, we just tend to get weak for other flesh and make mistakes and do things we shouldn't do, and we don't realize it until that person that we have is gone. You know, and
So what is that? The whole case is that the relationship got to be on the brink before you realize that, okay, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
no,
That's what it seemed like. It kind of.
it's not like it's not when it's you know you think it's on the brink, because again, all men are raised different, you know, and you should know what you have when you're in a relationship with that person, you know. So it's not about, oh, I don't realize until it's too late. I mean, we're men. We're human. We make mistakes, and I keep saying, and again, men, us as men, are very weak when it comes to flesh. Women love with emotion. Very, very. They love with emotion. When you make love to a woman, it's emotion to them. For guys, some of us, it's just okay. It's just sex, but not realizing when you're making love to that woman, she's putting her heart, her emotions, her soul, everything into you, because she's giving you something that is valuable, that she felt like you deserve. And if you going out just think you can just sleep with all type of women and think you can just come back home to this person, and then she find out you think it's supposed to be okay, it's not.
It's very thought provoking, because a lot of women that actually give themselves freely, I'm pretty sure that their emotions are tied up into that as well. Even though, you know, a lot of people in this day and age, when you're just giving yourself just because of the I don't know, the satisfaction of it, you know, it's this 444 footnotes of 444 kind of really speaks on how heartbreaking those type of interactions can actually be, and how it's not all fun and games. We see it in reality shows. Just sleeping around for fun. It's not all fun and games most of the time. A lot of real feelings get tied up into that stuff.
And another thing I realized too, some women so-called the side woman don't know how to play their role, you know.
He's gonna get to it.
So what I mean by that is,
okay, he's not condoning.
not condoning.
The side piece.
Let me say this. Let me say this to the viewers. Let me say this so you would know. I'm not condoning as far as you're being the side woman, because you should not be a side woman. But as a side woman, you can't think that you could just tell a man what to do, because now you have the power over him because he's cheating with you and he got a wife, but you're not playing your role because now
we're getting into Love and Hip Hop.
You're getting upset
show.
because he's not doing for you. You already knew what it was from the beginning. You know, so don't be trying to wreck a home when you know you was number two. Just play your role. Not condoning it.
No, not condoning it.
Not condoning no whatsoever.
Not to play no roles or anything. He knows that I don't condone that at all.
Oh no. I probably get my head cut off or something like that. Yeah.
But anyway,
you know,
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this raw and uncut. I ain't gonna edit it.
Okay.
But yeah.
But that's just my intake on the 444. I mean, again, we make mistakes, and we're human. It's just what you do afterwards, and you just can't be making the same mistake over and over, because a woman not going to accept you saying you're sorry, you're sorry, you're sorry, because you keep doing it, you know. So, I mean, realize, fellas, realize what you have before it's gone, because once it's gone, it's gone. And you thinking it's fun to sleep around with a different women all the time, it's not cool. Not cool at all. They got so many things out in this world that you can catch that you can't get rid of. Now you brought it back to the one that you love. So, men, you find a woman that you love and you care about, and she makes you feel like the man that you are. Cook, clean, run your bath water, make sure you're good, massage your back, love the things you love. Just continue to love on her. You know, a lot of these women out here, a lot of men too, are fake. They act like they one way, but they're not. But it'll come out and you will see it. A real woman gonna show you who she really is, and a real man will show you who he really is.
Just like Maya Angelou.
So, with that being said, I appreciate everything. I love you guys out there. You know, be safe, be careful, and always remember, somebody loves you. Bye-bye.
Peace.